Does this feel like I'm wearing a full beat? So if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Yes. Yeah, I know it looks like I'm wearing a full beat. I have always been torn about wearing makeup to work because I have an oily skin and I don't just like the fact that my face looks greasy after some few hours. And I've thought about it. What is the easiest way I can do makeup without having it to take all my time, without also having to put in excess products, put excess foundation and all that on my face? And I think I have just found the solution. So if you're in my shoes and you want to learn how to do your makeup that will take at least 15 minutes, also you don't need to use too much of product, and it is a no makeup kind of makeup, but it still gives that makeup vibe. And the lips, yeah, the lips, they do the talking. And if this is something you like to watch, kindly keep on watching. You're welcome back, guys, and straight right into it. I'll be going into the first product, which is this white powder. Yes, white powder. I noticed that anytime I use white powder on my face, it tends to help with the absorption of oil on my face. Then it also delays the production of oil on my face. Yeah, so I just use this slightly all over my face, even when I'm doing makeup, like a full bit. After my primer, I go into this white powder, but today I won't be using primers or all that. I'll just be using this white powder as my base and also as my oil control. So you'll be using this all over your face. You don't want it to be too much, like I stated earlier, just on places where you know you'll be applying every other product you want to apply on your face. Yeah, so I'll be using this my face puff to apply it. And if you notice, I'm applying it generously on my T-zone, reason being that that is where I get to produce so much oil. So I'm trying to just make sure those places stay as matte as possible, despite the fact that I don't have a primer or anything on. And that is what I'll be doing right now. Once I have used my white powder, I'll be going into the star of the show, which is this Milani face powder. So for this type of makeup, you want to go into a powder that is directly exactly your skin shade. Yes, you want to make sure it's your skin shade, your skin match, your skin color. It matches everywhere, and you'll be applying it generously all over your face with a big face brush. I would have said you should use a puff, but puff tends to put too much of powder on the face, and that is why brushes are essentially okay, because at least they don't over concentrate the powder on a particular section of the face. So right now I'm using my brush to apply it on every part of my face. Everywhere I apply that white powder, I'll be using my powder on. And another hack about this is that you want to use a very nice pressed or mineralized powder. I would advise you go for a pressed powder, because a pressed powder has components of foundation in it, so it tends to look like you have foundation and all together in a powder. So if you are going to be going with this my method or my step, you want to go into a pressed powder. I am using this Milani powder because it also gives that pressed powder feel, especially when my face tends to get a little bit oily. It looks like I have foundation on. Now I'll be going into this face puff, and I'll be using this under my eyes. Yes, as you can notice, I'm trying to concentrate the powder under my eyes now. Yeah, so those places where I have dark circles, where I feel like I have a bit of discoloration, I'll be using this face puff to apply the powder there. So this will also give you that illusion of, oh, I have concealer bright under my eyes. And yeah, that is the trick to it. You use your brush to apply some, you use your face puff to apply some. And now I'll be going into my blush, and I'm using this purple blush. Guys, since I asked the fact that purple blush is very beautiful on dark skin, I have never looked back. I'm using this purple blush on my cheekbones, and I tell you, this is the game changer. This is what makes people feel like you have a full face beat on, because the blush will just accentuate your face and make it look like, oh, this lady has time for makeup. They don't know that it's just powder and blush you use. Yeah, you want to apply it on your nose, just places where will just give you that illusion and all. And right now I'm just generously applying. You might not want to apply it to be this much, but I've been loving blush of late, so I go in extra. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to go in extra, just a bit of color just to make your face flush and look nice is okay. And now I'll be going into my lip liner. I'll be using this Americo lip liner in rich brown, if I'm correct. Yes, I'll be using it to line my lips. For this look, you can want to go for a lip gloss, but I actually like this lip, like I like brown lips with nude inner and all that. Yeah, so I'll be lining my lips generously, and I'll be going into this So Pro lip stain. I'll be applying a little bit of it, not too much, but something generous enough to go round. And once I have gotten this, you want to blend this, smack your lips together till you get the exact shade. Depending on you, you might not want to go this heavy handed, you might not want to go into full lipstick or full lip combination, depending on you. That is why I mentioned that you can use a lip gloss. But for someone like me, this is why I don't always want to do full bit all the time, because when I start, I don't know where to stop. So for my lip, I don't know where to stop, guys. I don't know, you have to help me at this point. But right now, I'm going into my Zickel nude lip gloss in this brown. It is in shade 8, and honestly, I love it. I love it so much. So I'm using this to line my lips, and I'll also be going into this color. This is the brunette, the same Zickel nude lip gloss. I'll be putting this at the center of my lips, and yes, this is it about my lip combo. And you can see that the look is coming together. Yes, so for this makeup, your lips do the talking. You don't want to go too heavy handed, so there's just one aspect of the look that has to look good. I will not be doing so much on my brows, so of course I want to just make sure that my lips do the talking. So right now I'm brushing my brows. I'm going to be going into this Davis pencil, and I'll just use it to fill my brows lightly. You're not going heavy handed into it, because I don't want to try to conceal the brows. I just want to fill it in so that at least it will be obvious that I have brows. Because when you apply powder, you apply all these things on your face, the intensity of your brows does not really show, except for people that have done all this brow lamination or brow tint, or what's the name, microblading, micro shading, and the rest. It is those people that it still tends to look good on. But if you don't have all that, you still want to accentuate the brows, which is what I am doing. And guys, you have to be very good with your brows to get this. I am done. What I'm doing now is just to brush up the brows to make sure that the wax of the pencil just goes round, and that is that for my brows. Now I'll be going into my kajal. Everyone that knows me knows this kajal. Yes, just to line my waterline. You need it to look dark, depending on what you like. Some people like to use a brown waterline, so just go for what works for you. If you feel like black might be too much for the look you want to create, you can go for brown like I mentioned earlier. So I'll just be using this to tightline my eyes. I'll apply it on top of my eyes and all that, just to make sure that that black eye illusion just pops out and also makes my height really white. Yes, and that is it. And now that I am done, I'll just be going into my Milani powder again, just to concentrate it under my eyes. Yes, so you can see the feel that is giving right now. So with my blush and everything is just marrying each other and coming together. And guys, when I tell you that when I do this look, when I go out, people always look at me and wonder how I did a full bit early in the morning, unknowing to them that this look just took me 15 minutes. Like with the filming and everything, 15 minutes. If I'm not filming, I'm telling you 12 minutes max, I am done. But because I have to also make a video today, I am kind of slow. But when I'm going to work, this is just my best bet. And I've said it, this year I want to slay all my looks. I want to look good to work, to anywhere I'm going to. So the best act for me is this. Like I just found it, and it has just been perfect for me. So right now, just to marry everything together, I'll just go back into the brush I use for my blush. I don't need to apply blush, just to go back into the brush so that the remainder can just spread across the powder I applied and the blush I applied earlier. So that is that for now. And lastly, I'll be going into my mascara. This is just to pop out my natural lashes, just to make it just look good. You don't essentially need to do this, but I mentioned it when I start. I don't know how to stop. But people that know how to stop, depending on you, you might decide not to go into your mascara. But if you're also a mascara girly and you like your lashes at least popping a bit, please go into it. And guys, this is the end of the look. Right now, I'm just going back into my Milani powder just to blend everything together. And just like I mentioned, who will see this look and think it is just powder and blush? Like, No one can see this and think it's just powder and blush. So guys, ladies, alpha mamas, this is the perfect act for us in 2026. If you know you are going out, you are rushing out and you want to look good, this is your go-to. Like, I nailed it. I got the hack and I'm happy to show you guys. And I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial and you like the outcome of this look. If this is something you like to try, kindly drop it in the comment section. I will be reading your comments.
So I have come to the end of this look and you guys can see how easy it is. Like very easy. Like when I found this app, I was so happy that, oh god. And I've been wearing this to work for quite some days now. And my colleagues have been saying that if you have been looking fine, you have been looking fine. They don't know that this thing is not even stressing me at all. It's just me doing the normal basic routine, but just spicing it up and making it look like a full beat. Yeah. So if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Yes. And I hope you really learned one thing or the other, and this will actually help you expedite your makeup process in the morning. And if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.